It's horrible. It's worth watching just because you can't believe. You can't, like, you're doing a serious sci-fi show and you're like, I know who we can get. We can get Joel Hodgson. He's not doing nothing. Anyway, looks like everyone's here. How are y'all doing? How sick are you of that noise? We may have to retire that one once and for all. Some guys go to the hood. Do it again. You guys are up late. I can't have caffeine, so fuck every last one of them. Anytime you want, Spoony. It's for my heart condition. They like you can't have caffeine anymore because your heart will explode. I wrote that man dead.
I don't know if he's pointing to me or the camera.
No, but this actually isn't a big deal for me because I kind of have a fucked up sleep schedule. I work late all the time. I'm up late editing, and I have to shoot late at night because my brother sleeps during the day. He's a cop. So this shit where I run around dressed like a mad scientist and screaming for Hulk Hogan, if I do that during the day, he's armed. That shit really ain't gonna fly. And the hardest part about being nocturnal is finding something to eat, which is doubly hard for me because I cannot cook. It's so bad. And it used to be back in the day, I could subsist on a diet of stale cinnamon Pop-Tarts and a week old Taco Bell. We'd make like a weekly Taco Bell trip, and we'd like 16 bean burritos, and we'd eat 2, chuck the rest in the fucking fridge. I go to my cardiologist, he's like, you're turning 30. I don't know if you reached that point yet where the doctor looks at you and he's like, you cannot do this shit to yourself. So yeah, but there's only a few places that you can go to eat when you work as late as I do. Like, I'm up at 3, if you watch my Twitter, I'm up, I never sleep. Actually, I do sleep. I sleep around noon. But at 3:30 in the morning, there's very few places you can go to eat. And the few places that you can go to at 3:30, you don't want to know. And New York, well, New York's an exception because New York is like the nexus of time and space. There is always somebody up. And actually, it's kind of a rare exception, but in Arizona, we're very Puritan down there. We have Mormons. They have, when the sun goes down, they sleep, and so there's very few places open. So there's 2 really, depending on what kind of audience you have. If you're with a group, if you're with if you're part of an acting troupe, which I was, if you're part of a band, which I was, or some other group, and you have nowhere else to go, Denny's. You like Denny's? You shouldn't. You see some fucked up stuff at 3:30 at a Denny's. I should know I was that fucked up stuff. I used to LARP. Yeah, you get people joke about the vampire and hooker crowd. No. The vampires in Phoenix go to Denny's when they're done LARPing. The vampire prince of Phoenix has done more business at a booth at a Denny's. The fate of the world has been decided from these fucking booths. But I always like to play a game at Denny's at that time of night whenever I go there. It's called Denny's Roulette. Don't order breakfast at a Denny's. That's the safe bet. You want to be a man? Go to the dinner menu. You know that back page that nobody else goes to? You tried it one time and you were like chicken fried steak and it came out like your boot leather. No, play Denny's roulette. Go to the dinner menu and pick something at 3:30 in the morning. See what the waitress gives you that look. Like, yeah, I want the fish and chips. Oh man, you roll the dice. Because if you're a vampire going to Denny's at 3:30 in the morning, just imagine what the guy who's preparing your food looks like. He has to be there. Oh man. There's a certain class of chef that works at a Denny's, and then there's a certain class of chef that works the red eye. Second place you go to, and this is the place I always go to because I'm alone most times, Jack in the Box. They never close. That fucking clown never stops cooking food. But anyone who ever goes to Jack in the Box always gets the same thing. You know what it is? Yeah? Tacos. Oh my God, those fucking tacos. Have you seen these things? Yeah. These deep fried balls of rejected cat meat and grease with like a slice of American cheese. These are like the antithesis of the Mexican taco. This is the American taco. We bypass that lettuce shit, the tomatoes. No, we're like, we need just concentrated saturated fat in a bag. You can see the meat through, like, you know, the meat through that's not a tortilla, it's like a wafer. And there's what should be going through your mind at this point when you're raising this thing to your mouth is like, oh my God! What am I doing in my life? No, there's no self-preservation instinct that should kick in when you're eating these fucking tacos. What is crossing your mind is, this was 2 for 99 cents. I could get like 10 of these! My brother would. Oh God, I can't. Then he became a cop and he's like, I can't have the tacos. It's the saddest day of his life. He couldn't have those fucking tacos anymore. He sneaks them in though. That's why we need the food replicators from Star Trek like ASAP. That way we can eat whatever we want and it can be healthy and no problems. We just walk up to a panel and be like, lobster thermidor. I don't have to waste time cooking. It's all ready. It's very healthy, but you know that's a lie. I would shamble out of bed at like 8 p.m. Sack of Cool Ranch Doritos. Triple Baconator. What are those things that are like Oreos, but they're not Oreos? Hydrox! I love the Hydroxes so much. A bag of those. 2 tacos from the Jack in the Box. And a can of Red Bull. I gotta have a Diet Red Bull. I don't know if they do Diet Red Bull. Probably. No.